Hi friends, let's say you are asked to resolve this question into partial fraction. In this case, the first thing you need to do is just that I'm going to write this question so that I will have it to be x squared minus 3x, right, plus 6 divided by x into bracket x minus 2 into bracket x minus 1. So if you look at this question very well, this question actually resembles linear and non-repeated partial fraction. Right? So what I'm going to do in this case is that I'll say everything here is equivalent to a over x. I won't take this as the factor of this. I'll take it as a over x plus b over x minus 2, right? Then plus c divided by x minus 1. So after that, what I'm going to do in this case is that I will go ahead and find the LCM. Now here, finding the LCM, I'm going to find the LCM. The factor is going to be x into bracket x minus 2, right? Then open another bracket x minus 1, right? Then here I'm going to have it to be equivalent to this side, which is s squared minus 3x plus 6 divided by x into bracket x minus 2, then into bracket x minus 1. So after that, what we're going to have is that, looking at this, this goes in this will cancel this out, so that I will have my a multiplying these two factors. So this I'm going to have to be a into brackets x minus 2, right? Then into bracket x minus 1. Then after that, moving to the b side, this is going to cancel this, then I'm going to have to be b, then multiply by this x, that's bx into brackets, then I'll have this left because this will cancel this, then I'm having this, which is x minus 1, right? So then I'll go ahead plus c. So plus c in this case, I'm going to have it to be this factor x minus 1 is going to cancel x minus 1, then I'm going to have it to be cx, right, into brackets, then x minus 2. So after that, what is advisable for me to do here is that I will go ahead and open the brackets. Actually, if you want to solve partial fraction, we always use two methods. The first method is the comparing the coefficients, and the second one is actually the assumed method, or you call it try and error method. So what I'm going to use here is that I will show you guys how to use both the assumed and also the comparing the coefficients rather. So this factor will cancel everything here. Then I'm going to have this to be s squared minus 3x plus 6, which is equivalent to a into bracket x minus 2, right? Then into bracket x minus 1, then plus bx into bracket x minus 1, then plus cx into bracket x minus 2. So after that, what I'm going to do in this case is that, in order for me to use the assumed and also comparing the coefficient method, what I'm going to do is that if I want to use the comparing the coefficients, I will go ahead and open the bracket. I'm going to have this to be s squared minus 3x plus 6, which is equivalent to, here I'm going to have to be a into bracket, this multiply like this, that's s squared, then this multiply like this will give me minus x, then minus 2x, right? Then after that, I'm closing the bracket. Then after that, what I'm going to do is that I'm going to have this to be plus bs squared minus bx, right? Then here I'm going to have to be plus cs squared minus 2cx. Then let me just go ahead and open the brackets for that. I'm going to have this to be s squared minus 3x, right? Then plus 6, which is equivalent to as squared minus ax minus 2ax, right? Then plus bs squared minus bx plus cs squared, then minus 2cx. Then I can just call this a. So calling this my a, what I'm going to do now is that I will go ahead and come back to this. I'll call this star. Now looking at this, I can actually identify some factor here, some linear factor here, which I can just apply the assumed or try and error method on. So applying the try and error, I can just say, let, I'm assuming now, my x minus 2 equals to 0. Assume x minus 2 equals to 0. Then, therefore, our x will be equals to 2. Then, what if I put these 2 inside this equation star? What am I going to have? So, putting these 2 inside this equation star, I'm going to have this left hand side to be 2 squared minus 3 into bracket 2 plus 6, which is equivalent to now. Looking at this, if I put this 2 here, this is 2 minus 2, which is 0. That means everything here, 0 multiplied by everything here is actually 0. Right? Then if I put my 2 minus 2 here, that means, 2 minus 2, if I put 2 here, that means everything here is also what? 0. That means 0 multiplied by cx, everything here is what? Is 0. Then what if I put 2 here? 2 minus 1 is actually what? That's 1. This is 2b. That means this side will be equal to 0, this side will be equal to 0, and I will have this. Putting 2 here, we have it to be 2b, right, into brackets 2 minus 1. Exactly. Then here, 2 squared is actually 4. Then minus 6, right, plus 6, which is equal to, that's 2 minus 1, that's 1, that's 2b. So here, this will cancel this, then I'm going to have to be 4 equals to 2b. Then b equals to 4 divided by 2, which is equals to 2. So using the assumed method, I have my b to be equals to 2. Then the next thing I can do is that if I should go ahead and pick another factor, the other factor that I can pick here is actually my 1. So if I say let x minus 1 equal 0, then I'm going to have to be, therefore, my x is going to be 1. So if my x is 1, then if I should put 1 here, 1 minus 1, my b is going to, everything here is going to be 0. If I should put 1 here, 1 minus 1, everything here is going to be what? 0. Then if I should put 1 here, 1 minus 2, that's minus 1. That means everything here is what? Is not equal to 0. So whenever I assume my x minus 1 as far as this is concerned, my b and a will be equal to 0. Then I'm going to get the value of c. So here I'm going to put 1 here. I'm going to have to be 1 squared minus 3 into bracket 1, right, plus 6, which is equal to, then I'm having to be, that's c into bracket 1 minus 2, right? So simplifying this further, I'm going to have the 1 squared is 1, then minus 3, that's minus 3 plus 6, right, which is equal to, that's minus 1, that's minus c, exactly. So here I'm going to have to be minus 3 plus 6, that's actually minus 3, right? So everything here simply is 4. Right? Then I'm going to have this to be equal, that's minus c. Therefore, my c equals to minus 4. Right? So now I'm using the assume method to get the value of b and c. Then what of my a? In order for me to get the value of a, I need to open the brackets and use the comparing the coefficient method. That's why I actually open the bracket of this. I simplify it further to my a. Right? So now solving it now, what I'm going to do is that in order for me to compare the coefficients, comparing the coefficients means that I will compare the coefficient of x at the left hand side to the coefficient of x at the right hand side. Then we have different value of x. Here the power of x is actually equal to 0. The power of x here is actually 1. The power of x here is actually equal to 2. So the highest power as far as the left hand side is concerned is 2, while the highest power as far as the right hand side is concerned, we have it to be 2. Now comparing the coefficient directly, I'm going to take this x. The coefficient of x squared here is what? Is 1. That's 1 equal, the coefficient of x squared here, we have to what? A. Then after that, we have what? Our b. That's b plus b. Right? Then out of this, we are having to be what? That's plus c also. Right? So now, a plus b plus c equals to 1. Right? Then my a will be equals to 1 minus b minus c. Then a equal, what's my b? My b is taken to be, that's actually 2, right? Then I'm going to have to what? A, that's 1 minus 2. Then minus, what's my b? My b is what? Is actually minus 4. Then I'm having to what? Minus 4. Then I'm having this to what? A equals to 1 minus 2 plus 4. Then my a is equal, that's 3. Right? So after that, I can now say, therefore, my a, which is equals to 3, comma, my b is equal to 2, then my c is equal minus 4. So, therefore, this partial fraction is equal, what's my a? My a is 3, that means I'm going to have 3 over x, then my b is 2, that's plus 2, divided by, that's x minus 2, right? Then after that, I'm having minus, what's my c? That's minus 4, and minus 4 divided by x minus 1. So, this partial fraction expression is now equals to this. So this is the expression of this partial fraction. So if you enjoyed this video, please do well to like and share. Please, and make sure you click on the subscription button. Thanks for watching.